Welcome back class. Today's topic is electric field due to the charged thin spherical cell. It is also the part of the application of the Gauss law, where with the help of Gauss law we will deduce the expression for the electric field due to the charged thin spherical cell. So in the figure you can see that there is a charged spherical cell which is represented by this blue color sphere having the radius r, capital R, and our procedure is to take a Gaussian surface. So first we will take the Gaussian surface, which is denoted by this green color dotted sphere, and the radius of the Gaussian surface is r. Right now this is a spherical Gaussian surface. So our aim is to apply the Gauss law, and what is the statement of the Gauss law? The closed integration of the E dot ds is equal to q upon epsilon naught. So first we have to find what is the value of the closed integration of E dot ds. So for that you should see here the area vector. If you take the area vector on this differential surface area on this Gaussian surface, so that become the normally outward, which is in the directions indicated by the ds. So this is your area vector. And electric field, you know that it is a positive charge, so positive charge always it is the outward direction, so it is also in the radial vector direction, electric field. So the value of the closed integration E dot ds is become E ds cos theta, and the angle between the electric field vector and the area vector is 0, so that become cos 0, and cos 0 is 1. So after simplification, E ds cos 0, that become 1. But here the value of the E is the constant, so you can take this E outside of this integration, but here the ds is the variable. So this differential area ds is variable, and that is varied throughout the whole surface area of this Gaussian surface. So you know that the surface area of this Gaussian surface, the spherical Gaussian surface is 4 pi, and what is the radius of the Gaussian surface? R. So that becomes 4 pi r square. So you just put the value of this closed integration ds is 4 pi r square. Then after simplification you will get E into 4 pi r square, and this value is equal to the 1 upon epsilon naught times of the charge enclosed. So here our aim is to find what is the charge enclosed. Here assume the total charge is spread throughout this spherical cell is q. So you will get the E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r square. But suppose in place of the charge spread on this spherical cell, the surface charge density is given. So what is the surface charge density? Surface charge density is denoted by this value, and it is the charge per unit area. So what is the surface area of this spherical cell? So that is 4 pi, and the radius of the conductor. The conductor is what? Capital R. So 4 pi r square. So here in place of q you can put the value sigma into 4 pi r square. So when you put the value of q in this expression, after simplification you will get here E is equal to sigma r square upon epsilon naught r square. Right? So these are the two expressions. If the surface charge density of the thin cell is given, then you apply the second one, and if the charge spread on this spherical cell is given, then we apply the first expression. Right now, so I hope you understand this topic. If you have any doubt, you should mention in the comment section. Thank you.